Hello and welcome. If you want to know everything about your mind and want to use it for your benefit and growth, this video series on mental science is for you. The subject may appear a bit difficult to understand, but it's been explained in simple language so that every layman can understand it. It is common knowledge that in order to use anything, first we have to have sufficient knowledge of that. The same goes for the mind. Let us begin by asking the fundamental question, what is a mind? What is our understanding of the nature and power of the mind? Probably many of us know very little about it. To understand it properly, we have to start with its origin. Modern science says everything in this universe is made up of atoms that are packed with rapidly moving energy particles. So, energy is common in tables, plants, amoeba, fish, elephants and humans. But still there is a big difference between a table and a plant. The plant has life thanks to a thing which has been recognized as intelligence or spirit. Because of intelligence inherent in all living beings, from amoeba to humans, they can utilize beneficial factors in their environment to grow and propagate. The world is filled with objects with form, in the form of shape and size, and living beings with form as well as intelligence or spirit. It means fundamentally there are two things, matter and spirit. The essential quality of matter is form, whereas the essential quality of intelligence is thought. An important point to remember is that form extends in space, occupying a certain portion of space itself. At the same time, it is also limited by the boundaries of its form. On the other hand, thought is independent of space and thus has no limitation of boundaries. Another point is that form is bounded by time, which means every form exists between two events, a beginning and an end. But a thought never dies. It exists everywhere all the time. Only we need to tap into it to manifest. Now, speaking about inherent intelligence in living beings, it is obvious that depending on the degree of intelligence, different species are stacked up one above the other in the grand natural order in nature. The higher the intelligence, higher is the grade of life. And on the scale of intelligence, humans are at the top and lifeless objects are at the bottom with zero intelligence. According to the theory of evolution, each level of intelligence is adapted to the creature's ecological position and survival needs. Spiritually speaking though, all living beings derive their intelligence from a supreme intelligence, which is called by many names such as cosmic intelligence, supreme spirit, Brahman, so on and so forth. This supreme intelligence is not only prevalent in living beings, it also acts as the bedrock of evolution. It means it allows living beings to reproduce themselves in superior forms, and that is how evolution takes place, and a progression from amoeba to human has been made. How it happens is quite interesting and useful at a practical level. It has a significant message for those who want to move forward in life. Now you will not doubt that Supreme Spirit exists in all things. According to Thomas Troward, all creatures are also endowed with a corresponding responsiveness to the Supreme Spirit hidden deep down in their nature. It is higher in degrees to that of their individual intelligence. This responsiveness is ready to be called into action when appealed to. And whenever living beings faced environmental hurdles to their survival, they made progress when tapped into this responsiveness. So, this is the fundamental mystery behind evolution. On a personal level, this concept becomes significant when we understand that in order to make progress, we need to tap into this responsiveness hidden deep within us. But before jumping to look at its dynamics of practical usage, we have to understand the nature of individual intelligence at our level as well as the nature of supreme intelligence. For all forms of individuality arise from the supreme intelligence which subsists everywhere at every moment of all time. And this supreme intelligence acts as the supporter of all forms arising from it. So, get these 4 points about the nature of the supreme intelligence firmly established in your mind. First point, it is everywhere with its full power, so it is infinite. Second point, it exists all the time, so it is eternal without a beginning or an end. I am repeating it to emphasize this truth. Supreme intelligence is omnipresent, which means it is present at all points in space in its entirety, which means in full force of its powers. Now there is another important point to remember. From the supreme intelligence, all the phenomena of our life flow, whether on the mental plane or the physical. If we are able to recognize this fact, the power of our thoughts will produce visible outward results. Keep this point always in your mind, for this knowledge is essential for the efficient use of mental science. So far we have learned about the nature of supreme intelligence. Now we need to understand the nature of our individual intelligence or minds as well. This we will do in the next video so that your mind is not burdened with all the heavy concepts in one go. Till then, ponder over whatever is said in this video and prepare yourself for practically using mental science to your benefit.
The points to ponder. Every living being derives its intelligence from supreme intelligence. Supreme intelligence is everywhere all the time in its full force. Every living being is endowed with corresponding responsiveness to Supreme Being, hidden deep in their nature, which is ready to respond when appealed to. This responsiveness is at the root of evolution.
Like and share this video if you find it informative. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell button to get notifications. Thank you.